Made this pancake batter super quick for breakfast. Kind of excited to see if it works. It's just flour and then baking powder for dry ingredients, and then I was like, oh, we'll do like eggnog flavored because we have a lot of eggnog left. But then it's like, well, eggnog, it's like I don't need to put sugar in because it's got eggnog. And I was like, I don't probably need to put eggs in it because it's already got eggs and eggnog. And then I was like, and it's also like, whoops. Maybe I won't even need oil or anything like that because it's already probably kind of fatty, I don't know, but because of the eggs. But we're gonna see if this works. Theoretically, I think it should, but time shall tell. Look at those bubbles. I'm gonna try and get a beautiful flip here. Let's see if we can. Ah! Kind of. Look at that color though. Ever so slightly dark, but really chef. Update, this is scrumptious. It's not like the most normal pancake texture. It's a little chewier than normal, but I kind of like that. Okay, now time to go to the exam. I revised, feeling good. Also update on the pancake. Don't make an eggnog pancake now. It just feels like I drank like a full glass of eggnog for breakfast and it's not a fantastic feeling. But yeah, I'm gonna go kill it on this exam and have a great time. Back from the exam, it actually went very well. Most of the questions I'm like confident I got right, and I knew there was one question where I remember I had seen, like, it was one of the ones to practice or whatever, and I was like, oh, but that one will be fine because it has the answer on the cheat sheet. And then I get to that question, I was like, okay, the answer's not on the cheat sheet, and I just didn't read the cheat sheet well enough. So that was a little unfortunate, but I think there's a chance I still got it right because I was trying to remember, like, from the past tests, like, what the answer was, so I was like, I might have gotten it. And there's a couple others where I was like, I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it right, or, like, using the formulas right or whatever, but I think I was. So, I don't know, my answers made sense, so I was like, okay. But yeah, went pretty good. Now I got it like an hour early, it's like 11:30 now. I've been back for like half an hour, but just chilling out and have something for lunch soon, and then finish up my take-home exam. And then we'll be done! I made some curry, sort of, but it's just carrots and tofu and curry sauce. And I'm watching the last Dream Productions episode. I'm very conflicted about this new Universal intro. Because, like, it's cool that it's kind of showing all their different properties or whatever. But it just feels so, like, modernized and non-nostalgic and so drawn out. Like, I'm watching Trolls again. And I'm like, just hit me with that. Here, wait, it's gonna happen. Ready? That sound, I love it. When I was rating my exam earlier, literally, I was sitting there and then I got that da-da stuck in my head and I was like, I want to watch Trolls! Okay, I finished, not exactly, but the macaroni shells are baked. Look at how gorgeous they are. They're so cute. I was quite nervous that they were going to not be good because the recipe that I use is the same recipe that I made, like that I've been making chocolate macarons with, which it works really well, and every time I've made it, they've turned out great. So, but instead of doing it chocolate, I added the amount of cocoa powder I swapped out for just almond flour, so I was not entirely sure if that was going to mess with them, but it really didn't. They're kind of uneven in their rise, which I think that could be because it's not like a conventional oven or whatever, and so if the heat's uneven, then it'll do that. I think. There could be another reason too. I don't know. But pretty much anytime I try to figure out like troubleshooting stuff or look it up, it'll be like, problem occurred because it was either overmixed or undermixed, or too hot or too cold, so it's like, that doesn't really help. But, and then I made a chocolate eggnog ganache where I used eggnog instead of heavy cream, and that's in the fridge chilling. Now it's just past, what time is it? Just past 2 o'clock. and my exam thing is due at 5 o'clock. So I've got 3 hours. Only has to be like 500 words. But I think I'm going to go to the school, mostly because we ran out of toilet paper again, and it's actually super annoying to have to keep getting more. But also shocking how fast that stuff runs out, because I literally got more of it like 2 days ago. But I don't know if you can hear that thump, but a little noisy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the school, and then that way when I'm done I can just print it off and bring it to his office, because he doesn't want to email, which is kind of weird in my opinion, but whatevs. Gonna get that done, and it's gonna be good. Just handed in the last exam. I'm done, and I'm literally so done with it, so good thing. I handed it in and he was like, how do you think it was? I was like, your guess is as good as mine. Just kidding, I didn't say that. I said, I think it went good. His office was in the most convoluted place I could have ever imagined. It used to be, I could have sworn this on my life. It used to be just upstairs in Murray Hall, because he had a sword on his wall. So every time, and it was right next to one of my other profs, anytime I go to her office, I would see this sword, so I was like, oh, that's where it is. So I go up there, it wasn't there, and I was like, that's weird. I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to the other section of offices, because I was like, oh, it's probably in here, like, maybe it just got moved. Checked all those ones, not in there. I was like, what? So I looked him up on the Crandall website, couldn't find where his office was. So I was like, okay. So I found our syllabus, and then it said what number it was, so I was like, okay. So I went across the school, down the hallway, and I, like, went down to the end. I was like, there's literally no offices here. But then it was, like, down the hallway, and then down the hallway. Pardon me. And then down the hallway is one office, but it wasn't his name. I was like, what? And so I go in, I was like, hey, to the girl who was working there. And then I was like, do you know where Joan Alhazard's office is? And then she's like, oh yeah, it's right there. Look, and then inside of her office is another office, which was his office. So I was like, oh, here you go. But it was very strange. It was quite a journey to find it, but glad I did. Vlog, got back from our walk, and we have received the best news ever, and it is that I'm actually gonna get picked up tonight instead of tomorrow, because I have the best father in the universe who is coming to get me. Life is so good, life is so full, and life is so blessed. And yeah, so now I have to speedy clean the apartment and get everything packed up and ready to go so we can skedaddle once he gets here. Got my supper here, tacos. I found beef in the freezer that I had. Crazy. Been in the freezer since I moved in. So, about time that I used it up. And pretty good tacos. I'm mid-packing up, but I just realized I almost forgot to spin the wheel! Spin now. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to feel very betrayed. Spin now. Here we go. Last week we got rice cakes, and I still have them, so it was an excellent deal. Hurry up. An error has occurred. Spin now. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. What? You're joking. Well, that's disappointing. Hopefully next week will be better. Vlog. I'm now in the vehicle after being picked up, and we're on our way home at last. War is over. Merry Christmas. Getting the windshield washed. Pretty good service at this place. Oh, look who it is. Excellent service. Good job. Say hi to the vlog.
Hey vlog.
I got your windshield wiping on camera.
Okay.
Okay, vlog, we're officially back in our home. Catherine, would you like to say hi to the vlog? Wait, I haven't turned the camera to you. Okay, now go.
Hi, vlog.
I'm gonna show them the green things in your hair. Can you explain why you have green stuff in your hair?
That's really close. It was French Day at school.
Nice.
So we had to dress in green.
You got these crutches for post-knee surgery. Funny. Did your kids talk about knee surgery? That's so weird. Literally, get online.
They're not that brain rotty. They're 9.
That is perfect age. Don't be on TikTok when you're 9. That would be a sad childhood. Just to give a little tour of what I've loved since coming home. I've loved Patsy the Elf, living it up on there. I've loved these peppermint meltaways. Literally, they smell like Christmas time. Best Christmas food that there is. What else have I loved? I don't really know what this is, but I love it. Got some mangoes, I guess. Another thing that I've loved, this magnet, that's new. Both of those magnets are new. I love this cheese drawer. Literally so much cheese. Look at this. Going from being at school in the process. What is this? Hello? Better Than. Look at that tub of Better Than bouillon. Beef pho soup base. Fascinating. Oop. I love checking the fridge when I come home and just seeing what all the fun stuff is that we have now. I've also loved Buddy since coming home. That was great. When I first walked in the door, I was like, Buddy! And he wasn't there. I was like, what? But then it was because he was locked in the bedroom, sleeping.
The door was got shut after you came in the house.
Actually?
Yeah, the door was fully open.
What?
Yeah,
That is cruel. But anyways, yeah, so, that was fun, getting to see him. And then, what was I saying before? Oh, about, I was trying to get rid of all the food that I had so I wouldn't have stuff going bad. And so then, going from an empty fridge to, like, full fridge, that's a nice switch. But yeah, it was a good drive home. Literally just talked the entire time. Gotta catch up on the past, like, year that I've been away. Hasn't been that long, but it felt like it. But yeah, let's catch up on lots to chit-chat about. And then got here, and now gonna go to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow for day 18.